Hello, how are you? I thought I'd do another little video. I don't really like doing these things, but I find it so much easier to speak than to do all that social media malarkey. It still is uncomfortable, even though I'm doing my social media. Anyway, I'm gonna share stuff. My whole thing is really about being authentic and fifth chakra is my Dharma Marga, number 5, and communication. Mercury rules my chart, and it's the night before the full moon, a super moon in Capricorn. So anything that was going on for you the 2nd of January this year, there's almost like a culmination of, it's like a tying up of things, or there's going to be some sort of relevance. There's somebody standing outside watching me speaking to my phone here, so it's all a bit awkward. Anyway, so Capricorn's about adulting. It's about power, structure. We're going to be looking at what we need to let go of, and we're going to. It's actually quite an auspicious time because it's a super moon. And anyone with any planets in 21 degrees, you're going to be feeling it a little bit more. It's in my North Node, which is my Dharma, so that's really relevant too. Okay, so I'm going to share a few things, and one thing I did promise is to say that there's something I wanted to share that I might have shared that's going to kind of maybe inspire faith. I'll leave it to the end because it's not so related to my business, and it's a little bit strange. So if you can endure me for me telling you what's going on, I'll tell you at the end. What's been going on? Well, I've got Callie, my puppy, so she's massive now. Callie, come over here. Come and say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Yes, she is. You say hi. Say hi. Anyway, so I've been trying to do puppy training with her. She's quite destructive. I've had sewage coming up through my back garden, having to deal with environmental health and Scottish Water. Still not sorted the situation out, but I will do. Promising myself. It's not the greatest. Another great news that's not, sewage isn't the great news, it's rubbish, it's awful. But I'm going to sort it out. I'm going to be a double grandma. So, I've got a granddaughter who's 7. I'm going to be a granny again. And I was so lucky to go to the scan with my daughter because my son-in-law was offshore. So I got to see a wriggly little baby, even though it was 12 weeks. So I got to see little fingers and toes. And so 13th of January is the date. Another Capricorn. Surrounded by them. Both my children are Capricorns. I'm organising the yoga festival. So I've got some amazing teachers. There's going to be Ayurvedic yoga practices, Moonology yoga practices. There's going to be some Juicy Yin ones, some different ones, how to do your crow properly. There you go. I know it's not all about shapes, but it's fun. Let's have fun too. And I'm going to be teaching there too. There's some amazing vendors, the local vendors who will be selling quite a lot of their cool stuff, and there's going to be healers there. We're going to be at Sportsman's Club, 4th of September. So we're just doing it all in one day, because I know people don't want to dedicate a whole weekend nowadays. Things are changing. So that's the 4th of September, it's a Sunday. It's £50 for the whole day. Or 40 if you're a trainee or grad. You'll see the link in the bio of Instagram for that. I've been marking assessments as usual. I've got some great new yoga teachers. I've been writing up the syllabuses for. I'm going to be the teacher for the advanced modules for Frog Lotus International at Surya Lila in Spain next year as well. I'm prepping for the Om Yoga show on the 14th to 16th of October. I'll be presenting all 3 days that I'm there. Friday, Saturday and the Sunday. think it's the 14th, the 16th of October, and I'll be running an exhibition stand. I've never done that before, so that's going to be interesting. So if you wanted to hook up and chat chat to me about your yoga journey, I'm going to also be doing an exhibition stand at the Conscious Market, the slow living events. I think it's the 28th of August, and that's at Milton of Crathes, so it's local. And yeah, I'm rubbish. I think I'm rubbish at exhibition stands, but I'm going to give it a try because I think it's time to reach out and connect with the community. Kind of here a lot of the time, doing a lot of online stuff, and I'm also like going inward a lot with my meditations. I'm going to share some of that stuff with you as well after this. There's still time to join the online 200, or to become a 300, 500 teacher if you want to do the 300. You do the 100 hours and then you choose the 40-hour modules to add up to the 300, and then to make you a qualified 500-hour teacher. If you're going to do the 300 hours, you get 2 years to complete all the modules, and you've got a full year to do the 200, and I'm always available to meet up or to do video calls, phone calls. The 40-hour modules are standalone. They're Yoga Alliance accredited. Also, I do have people that, I've got quite a few people right now that are doing the Yoga for Mental Health course just for their own journey and just to help with their mental health. And some people that have got like a big passion about the moon and how that works. So I've got a mythology and moonology 40 hours. So it just actually teaches you how to incorporate the moon into your life. So that's available to you. My 40-hour modules are available if you don't want the certificate, you don't need to do the exams, you can just work through the course. You've got lifelong access. So have a look on the website for that. I've decided, it's really I'm quite sad about this. I've decided to postpone my 200-hour training in Havia in light of all the nightmares at airports right now, the airline stuff, the Brexit malarkey. It's all just going a little bit pear-shaped right now, and I don't want to add to other people's anxieties, so we're going to postpone it till next year. Bali's still on, and I'm hoping, I've got faith that the flights will be cheaper nearer the time. They normally are. I've gone to Bali. I travel a lot. I go to lots of different countries, and I tend to, if you book too far advance, sometimes you don't get the greatest deals. So it should have. They're turning still fear into us. So don't you worry. It's most of the spaces are already taken, but there is still time to join that. So that's Bali, and it includes all the food and all the trips as well. What else? We've got the 200 hours in person. It's here, and my guys that have been doing their 9-month journey, they've only got this August to go. So that's very exciting. So we've got that. So that's a 9-month course, and it's every month at the weekends. You'll see all the dates if you go onto the website and go into the events. It's £2,000, £500 secures your place, and then you can do a payment plan if you like. There's not as many, because it's quite, I try and keep it intimate. There's only a couple of spaces left, so really give me a shout or arrange to come and see me, and we can sit and have a cuppa, and we can chat about it, or video call, whatever. I've got yoga brunch this Sunday at the Beeldside Inn, 10 o'clock, it's £22, and that includes your brunch, your coffee, your tea, your yoga class. The next supper club at the Builders at 7 o'clock on the 28th of July. It's a Thursday. They're always fun too. It's £25 for your choice of main course and your yoga stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna share something, and it's like I'm taking a chance here because I know there might be some judgment, but I'm not gonna pretend I'm somebody I'm not. So I'm always gonna. One of my things. I remember. I don't see my mum anymore, but I remember she used to go on and on about how wonderful my brother was. And I remember once just saying, "What's good about me?" And she sat for ages, and she went, "You're a good mum, but you're very honest and open." And then she went, "Well, actually, you're too open, you're too honest. You need to, it's to your detriment." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." But actually, that is kind of who I am, and instead of, like, I've learned to not overshare as much, because it does lead to judgment and people using things against you. But that's their shit. It's fine. It's not mine. But yeah, I'm gonna share. So, meditation's one of my things. My favorite things to do in the world, and I meditate about twice a day now. I'm really, like, it's almost like my new addiction. It's not a new thing. I've been meditating for a long time, since I was a child, actually. But when my moon ceremonies and when I've got something to really work with, I work with something called shamanic schnuff, and is it schnuff? I don't know. It's me being Sean Connery there. It's like a plant medicine, and it is legal. Okay, it's made by the Amazonian tribes, and you get different types. I'll show you. And you administer it yourself. I don't do it on a daily basis. It's like but yep, there we go. That's my shamanic schnuff. You stick that on your nose, and you put this powder stuff, and it hits your third eye, and it allows you to connect to your spirit guides, and it really centers you. So it's something that I've been working with, and it's called Hape, spelled RAPE. And it's something that the people use or do before an ayahuasca journey, which is something that I've always wanted to do, and I know I will do one day. But I was so to put things, I'll go back a little bit. I ended up I had a hysterectomy in 2019, and a few months ago I was diagnosed with uterine prolapse, which is very uncomfortable. It's not very nice, and I was a bit sad about that, because I'm a grandma, but I'm only 48. I know that's quite old, but I shouldn't be having to deal with that sort of stuff in this at this time of my life. But yeah, I'm all about acceptance and doing the right thing. So I've been told by the doctors I'm going to need an operation. I was like, a little bit gutted. But anyway, I was given the opportunity when I was, away traveling recently, to investigate DMT. So this is what's in ayahuasca. It's called the spirit molecule, and it's actually in all of us. And I think there's a documentary on Netflix. You should watch it. And I've always wanted to journey with that, and it's not something to be used as a fun drug. It was something to journey with so myself and my friend decided to do the journey together, and it only lasts about 5 minutes. It feels longer, and I always thought, because I connect with my spirit guides, that I would have some sort of immense journey and go far into dimensions, but actually, yeah, it's kind of like you see this kaleidoscope stuff, all that sort of malarkey, but all of a sudden I was told you can heal yourself. And then these little people appeared and started building scaffolding within me. And actually somebody in the room saw my stomach moving about. Okay, so, and all of a sudden everything felt lifted, and I've felt a lot better ever since. There was a photo taken during the time as well, and there's a little person with my belly. It's all a bit freaky, okay? So, anyway, so I've been to physio, and they've said, "Oh, no, you don't have it anymore." So basically, I've healed myself. But it's not the DMT that does it. It's the changing of your, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I've told you too much. But you can heal yourself, okay? Bye.